limited. Okay, guys. Hey, it's what is it? 9:32, and we of course are trying to get everything together here as usual, and maybe we'll succeed at it. Let's find out. So yeah, 9:32. I'm gonna run my strategy, see what's going on with that. Memorial Day, so it's not going to be a busy day at all, right? So I'm going to do just one MQ.
Order filled.
And we're going to hold that and see what happens until the strategy says to get out. And so often, we're over trading on this channel and oversizing, and I'm doing everything I can for the commitment, because if you can, it's not just me, but it's whoever is overcommitting to oversizing and over trading from time to time. We've got to stop that, because if we don't stop that, what will happen is we will continually lose our accounts. So yeah, so we're working on
Order filled.
once again preserving our commitment to keeping a smaller lot size and also less trades. So what happened here is we hit our fill, and because we hit our fill, we now are up a little bit. It's like $15 or so, $10, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to hit this again, and we're going to actually re-enter, because we're on a 5-minute mark here to do this, okay? A 5-minute time frame. So we're just going to enter about right here, okay? And we're going to see if we can hold this. Trying to always fix my lighting, of course. My lighting's a form of aggravation. Debbie says I should get some new lighting, of course. And I'm like, yeah, I should. Right now I'm using some construction lights. So yeah, the kids are sleeping, so I'm trying to talk calmly. And also they brought their dog with them. My voice can carry up the steps to where they're at. All right, so I'm going to do one NQ, just one. And I'm actually going to buy one NQ. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's proven that the market's going up at this point. But I don't like the way that this that it's so early. It might not go. They didn't turn this market around yet. It's 9:35, and usually they just drop it coming up. So I'm not really sure what the intelligence is for me to enter into this NQ here. As you can see, it leveled off right here. So because it leveled off, I think I should just get out. And then we're going to see how it goes here. Okay, well, I wanted this to be up, this NQ, before I got out, and it's just not. So now I'm on the losing side of it. and they're starting to drive this down at 9:35 in the morning or thereabout, perhaps. So what we'll do is put this up, and we'll make this NQ so we can really take a look at it. Let's do it again. NQ here. Okay. And we won't have a strategy running here. Okay, so this is up $60. That's great that it went up. And it's pushing. All right. So basically what we're going to do, right, is we're going to get out right here.
Order filled.
And then what we're going to do is stick with MNQ. We're going to simply stay in MNQ. Nope, it says to get out. Okay? So we're done with MNQ at the moment. And what are we looking at here with this? This is adaptive channel 59. I'm going to put a 20 in here, kind of make it similar to where we were at before with the other one. And here's the thing, right? You know, we build these strategies, and in building these strategies, we're always thinking, couldn't I have built the strategy even better? And that's my thinking, right? And so that's why I'm always trying to build strategies. And then it becomes, I think it's ridiculous for me to keep building strategies when I have a winning strategy. And I keep making these winning strategies over and over again. And it's just silly. All right, so I'm going to actually do MNQ and I'm going to buy this one more time.
Order filled.
And so I'm not listening to my strategy, right? But I'm not listening to it because I think there's still more room for this to move. Okay? And I'm attempting not to do NQ, because once I start NQ, you know, just doing one NQ, just one, is considered over trading. So they just start to go up, and because of that, you know, instead of doing multiple NQs, right, I'm going to exit here.
Order filled.
And I'm going to do three.
Order filled.
3 of the MNQs, and then we're going to call this whole thing done. The other issue is, you know, when you're done, you're done. When it comes to this trading, it's not about the time spent, it's about the money made, or the market structure, whether you should be in the market or not. This market structure to me looks good right now, and yet at the same time, I can tell you it looks also overextended because of the 5 bars I have. I'm using the TW pivot there, and so they're proving that they're going down at this point. So the MNQ, you know, is going down as well, okay, and so it was already extended from 931. So when this goes up one more time, I'm going to call it good, because this is the move made. We already had 10 minutes of uptime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and now it's going down. Right, I'm not even going to mess with that because I'm not positive it's going to go up. Okay. Now here we've lost $23 at this point. Okay, it's like $1 to go in a round trip. So we're down 18, 19, 20, 21, you know. So yeah, so I'm going to exit here. And I'm going to put 4 in this time. And this is probably not the smartest thing to do because usually it goes down again, but they might be saving it and it goes up. So I'm going to say, okay, yeah. So here we're up, we're breaking even at $4, at 12, what have you. So this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm also going to buy one. And I'm going to get ready to exit out of this. Okay, so I'm exiting out of this. And then I'm going to exit out of this. Okay, so what we have right now is we're up $75 or something close to that, 140. So we're up for the day $129, right now. And here's where sometimes one can decide. First off, you're going to watch me do this. I'm going to exit out of NQ, okay? You've already made I've made already 129 for the day. And because I've already done that, I want to conclude my trading. And we're just going to watch the market here. But in the meantime, I may not be near my screen, okay? But we're going to keep this up. But as you can see, the chats indicator is, at 100. VPT, volume price trend is up from here to here, okay? But the degree, the impact is lessening. This is like the range between the VPT line and then the moving average. So this tells me that they're slowing down, okay? And yet they're still up for the day. And this is where accounts start to get lost because right now it's 9:42, and because it's been up like this, I'm making a guess that they're going to somehow push this down for some time, is my guess. And we don't really want to be a part of that unless we have a strategy for actually going short. So that's, we just did basically a no stress really entry. What was it? No stress entries for how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 no stress entries, all positive for the most part, okay? And that's it. So, you can conclude the day, and you really should conclude the day, or wait for this to have the turnaround. And sometimes that happens near 10:30 or thereabout and comes about. But the point is, if it just takes off, well then it just takes off. But that's not the usual day. So, well, you're basically, you're going to, watching this, we find out what is it going to do. Okay? So, yeah. So today we played this perfectly, and the goal is to play it perfectly every day by just simply following a strategy. And sometimes the strategy can keep us from over trading, and we have to listen to it. So I know that there are people out there that they keep losing because not too long ago, this green you see here on this chart, we don't see the green there. Okay, let me just, all I can say is oops. All right, so you're not actually seeing the up part, you only see so I'm going to do it this way for now. So we have earlier I was saying we had 12 entries that looked pretty good, and we're up 140. You didn't see this, but now you are. And what I'm getting to, right, is you can use this strategy, a strategy you're comfortable with, to stay out of bad trades, okay? And sometimes you're entering into actually good trades, which is great. And then you just go from there. So make no mistake, it's always about following a strategy. When you're not following a strategy, it's like you're just a dog with its tail wagging, and You don't know which direction it's going to go, but you know the dog's happy, right? But being happy doesn't mean, you know, the dog's going to go in the direction you want it to go into. Sometimes it'll go to the right or left, and it just screws up. But if you put a treat in front of its face, most likely it's going to open its mouth and be wagging its tail. So what we're shooting for is strategies where the dog is opening its mouth and chomping down. Well, maybe not chomping down, but taking gently the treat. That's a good analogy of a perfect strategy. Yeah. Obviously, maybe we're the dog taking the treat from the market, right? I don't know. But the point is that the markets are not something that's just out to get you. It's just that you're entering at such a spot where the market's just not interested in giving up any money at that time, and it has nothing to do with you. So the opening is a time when it can go either way, but at least the dog is wagging its tail right there. You see? Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is hit the strategy button again. So yeah, if I get my Discord running, you know, for entertainment purposes only, you can look at the strategies, and we'll see what's going on. I'm still trying to work on that. If I ever run across anybody that can manage the channels and the media, that'd be great. And we go from there. So right now it's 9:47, and for a lot of you, trading doesn't start until near 10 o'clock. Again, you're following a strategy, of course, and as you should be. At least I'm making the assumption you're following a strategy. So yeah, this is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is up 8 bars on the pivot, and but on the pricing, it's going down right here. So what I'm going to do, since it's the first down, I'm going to say, should I say sell, you know? Or is this where one should buy? Well, it's not an entry, right? So here I'm tempted to do just the opposite. Oh, let's get out of that. And should I do the opposite? Is a real thought process. I mean, we were up as a high at 18,911. So now we're down to 18,927. Okay. So, you know, it shows that it's dropping. I'm going to just simply sell one because I'm not really trying to kill it. If you have an attitude that you're going to try and kill it on the entry, good luck with that. Because I've found that when I've tried to kill it, you know, go for the big win, for the times that it goes for the big win, that's great, but it also goes the other way. And then I'm suffering pretty good. So I am going to do NQ, it looks like, and I am going to sell one NQ, and I want to get out as soon as possible here. Okay, so it was down to 10. This is I don't remember what my entry cost is to get in this, my round trip, I forget. Okay, so that's moving up now, so it's a mistake for me to be in here at this moment, at least based on that. But based on this, it could go either way still. I'm still down at the bottom here. But this is where turnarounds can happen, but I don't think it's going to turn around just yet. Okay, I'm exiting. So there's another $25, and I'm exiting here. There's another 4. Okay. Now, is this where it's going to turn around? We're wondering, you know. So here we have now, we're up 154. We're up 154 and dollars, and so we're looking like we're, you know, rebuilding this account, which is great because it needs to rebuild. Okay, so we have the first down here, and the question becomes: is this going to keep going down, you know, or is this where there's a you know, a pullback? Is this the pullback before it goes up again? You know, we're wondering, and we're going to keep wondering till it proves otherwise. So is this where we should enter? You know, if we're entering here, again, it's just enter in small size. But because it's been going up so far, right from here to here, like a good 15 minutes, to me, this probably means it's going to keep going down, but I don't want to be doing NQ. I'm going to get rid of that. And yet here it's moving up through. Okay, it looks like it's changing on us. You know, so you can look at this, right? And you can look at this candle and you can focus on this, but really what I think I want to focus on is from here to here that it moved up. Okay? So that's an indication to me that it's trying to push back up. So should I buy? Okay, now it's pushing down. The answer is no, you know, because here we have moved further away from the strategy. Okay, this is further away from our strategy than here, than here, than here, and I think I bought here, but I bought down here. So I was so far away from my strategy that I was thinking that, you know, the bears are going to push their advantage here on this candle, and they did. But they're also pushing their advantage now here, but they had gone literally up. I don't know what they did here anymore. They might have been, you know, down pushing it, then it went back up, and then it went to the middle and closed there. But it could have been up, down, then closed, you know. But it probably was down. All right, so this is I'm going to just sell here and see if this is going to hold. And we're just going to do one MNQ because our strategy is so far removed from doing an NQ. It's silly to just start entering and exiting and then start over trading. That's silly. You know, like if you're a sane person, it's really difficult to even think you're going to enter into the markets thinking you're going to make money. You have to be a little off your rocker somewhat. And then to keep you a little bit sane, you try to develop these strategies. And these strategies are meant to save you from making too big of a mistake. And, you know, you're hoping, and I do mean hoping, that you, there's another $7 there. So we're having like a perfect day so far, which means pretty soon we probably won't have a perfect day, if that makes sense. We're up $159 at this point. And so we have a 5-minute down candle right here. It looks like it's going down some more. So I am going to do one NQ, and you know, at some point this is just going to bite you, you know. So I'm on this here, and I'm looking to see, and I'm saying sell one NQ. Okay, so there it's going up, and now I'm losing my 40 bucks, right? 50, right? And there's a question of whether or not you should actually stay in this, okay, at this point, losing, you know, this money. We just hit the 200 mark, the SMA 200, we dropped below it, okay? Oh no, that's the cloud, but it's the 200 ripster cloud. And maybe this is where it turns around at, but I don't believe it will, because it's just been too smooth going up and down. And see, I'm talking like this is a strategy, and it's really not, okay? So one of the things that you can decide to do, if you can hold on to it, is the idea is if you lose one, then you're just done with the day, and enjoy the rest of the day doing something else, you know? So I'm holding it because I think there's more of a drop here, okay? And here comes the drop. And this is going to be a significant drop, I assume, because the bulls came in, and it's their last hurrah, and now the bears are taking over and just dropping it. But what time is it? It's 9:55. We're going to have to get out of this because they're probably going to turn around. Okay, there's 40, 35. I'm out. Okay? Why did I do that, right? I did that because once it starts to hesitate, you don't know if it's going to drop again or go up again, and it's not forever, these things. Okay, so here's MNQ. We're going to sell one because I think it's going to drop through the 200s here, simple moving average 200, and we're going to just try and attempt to limit our risk by not being in here anymore because of the NQ. And the reason why we're doing this, okay, we are really, really pushing our luck here. See how this moved up from where we were? I mean, how far did that move up? I'm not sure. But we hit our stop loss for the loss at that point, I think. Okay. Did it? No, we actually, yeah, we lost $10 there. Okay, because it rose. Now it rose, right? And one could say, oh, look, I'm gonna just sell again. Okay. But the point is, it rose, right? And we hit our stop loss. Thankfully, we have a stop loss of 20 ticks. So we're gaining and losing about $10, but could have been 15. But if we were in NQ with that 20 ticks, it's ridiculous. As in, it could have been $150 lost just like that. So you have to have a sense of when you can put on a little size, but I'm telling you, NQ is too big already with just one NQ. It's just too big. There's no doubt. Okay? So here we're hovering here. It's 10 a.m. almost. And are they going to drive it back up temporarily? They probably will. But it's not the end of the drops, I don't think. And if it is, but you could still lose your account here if you're oversizing. So I'm looking at market structure versus just my winning or losing. It's market structure pretty much first for me, because I got to tell you, if you're on the wrong side of this market structure for any kind of size, the losses are just crazy. And the thing is, we can lose a lot just with this MNQ by just simply increasing our lot size. So, but the lot size can be kept so small on MNQ, that we can experience less volatility in our equity curve, which is what we're attempting to really do. Okay, so here we're losing again. And yet I'm of the belief this is just going to drop. Looking at this now, it's been pretty much dropping for 15. We're in our 15th minute right now of this dropping. It's amazing how time flies by, right? And even though it says down, it moved up into the body of this candle a little bit. So we ended up losing our amount here. And then I'm tempted to make up the difference, right? But here's the thing. I'm going to actually sell this for, and then this will be pretty much where I'm going to quit, because it'll be the third loss I've made. There's 2 losses, each at $10. Here, I'm willing to lose $30, but I think it's going to go down far enough that I'm going to make up $20 and then some. So I got to be at $24 to make up this difference here. In spite of the fact that it's 9:59. Okay, so we're up. We didn't make up the difference yet, but at least we're up a little bit here. Okay, so is it going to go the other way? Okay, it's going to go the other way, it looks like, perhaps. I don't know. But we should just basically get out, since they had a push up at that point. Okay, so I didn't get out. And now they might be pushing this up, which is what it looks like they're doing. And I didn't want to have my stop fail. So I'm going to actually sell. I'm going to sell 6 of these. So this is where errors start to happen. And by the way, I'm not only just going to sell 6 of these, I'm actually going to remove my stop losses up top here. And that's how strongly I believe this is going to drop. Okay? because they didn't take off on this. They did, the bulls did not take off at all. Nope, they didn't take off at all. So we lost, how much did we lose now? So we're down 10, 20, 30, we're down $40, okay? So we got to be at 45 just to break even here. And the question becomes, are we going to hit 45? And I think we are, okay? I think we're going to hit 45 just fine. So that's how confident I am this is going to drop at this point. And so we're going to find out. And even if I just make up the difference, one could say good enough. I mean, once it gets made up, should I just do MNQ as just one? Or should I stay in? Should I just, repeat it? I'm not sure if I should, okay? So here we are, we're moving along. They don't know what they're doing. So when they waver like this, I get a little concerned about that because it might not drop as much as I'd like it to. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. So this, to me, is this version of rising. This might be the version where it's dropping. It's like the opposite entry right here of this. That's my hope. We're hoping, right? It's going up again. It's not doing much though, but yeah. So if this goes up, I'll get disappointed a little. Okay, so they're down 21. So meaning we're up $21. Okay. So this is dropping, it looks like, somewhat. And this is called a sell entry, a sell setup here on the TW. This is called the sell setup, okay? And I think that so we had some sell setup and some buy setups going on at the same time. I wish the color would be different, but whatever. So they're pushing it down. 23 might be all we can get here. I don't know. Is this range going to get pushed down some? It looks like it's going to get pushed down some. Okay, so they show the high now, but this is like the low, right? Okay, so here we're at 36, 33, and this is where I think I should just restart building a position and calling it good. Because we're at $7, is it going to drop again? We're at 10:04. The 5-minute algo's drop going in right now, pretty much. It's rising. Okay, so there's the algo. Okay, so we didn't get out, and that was dumb. Nevertheless, I'm staying put. Because what's going to happen is probably the bulls will take over a little and then the bears will just retake over again. But in the meantime, I don't want to see another $50 of loss or something silly. It's crazy. So when that was hitting $40, you think I should have got out? I should have. The deviation was pretty far to the other side, right? And I just didn't get out. That was a dumb move. Now this might just go up through again. I don't know. But again, the bulls don't look like they're literally taking off. I mean, it doesn't look like it. But here we have a weak sell right there showing in that pink candle. Let me move this over some. Okay, let me move it over this way. Now it's going green on us a little bit. But it's a weak candle. So my guess is they're going to drop this again, and it is getting dropped at the moment. Okay, so if they let go here, then it'll drop pretty heavily, and then we'll call it done. but I'm hoping. And when one starts to say hope, it means we just don't know which way it's going. There's a difference between hope and then you're just hoping to. There's different versions of hope, is what I'm saying. So that's going down, and sometimes it going down. This might be where this can go either way. The bulls might let go here, and then the bears might let go here, and then it just shoots up because the bulls take over. Meaning the bears might let go here. Okay. Now right now they didn't, but we're going to see what happens at 10:06, 10:07. So neither the bulls or the bears are taking over, but it's going to the downside still. It looks like. Okay, so they're dropping it now. Okay, so we get to experience a smoother, probably see here we hit this line before, and I want to note, is it going to go below this line? If it goes below this line and hits this, okay, it's doing that. So here we're exiting. Okay, and then we're going to sell one now. So we collected the $56, I guess it is. We made up the difference, so to speak, but nevertheless, it's just dumb that we had these 4 or 5 losses here, right? But now what we're doing is we're experiencing what it looks like for this here. Now let's look at this, right? And we're going to sell one, and then we're going to see what happens here. And I need to get out pretty quick because it might not keep going down here because we're already at the bottom. This is like one of those plays where you don't know which way it's going to go. But if it does drop, it might drop really hard. But if it goes up, right? Okay, it looks like if it's going to go up, it'll go up slow, which means it'll allow me to get out without losing too much money here. Okay, I just don't know. All right, well, I just want to get out. Okay, so we got out. So we collected another $30 or thereabout right there. And guess what? I'm just exiting out. So there's $4, $4.50. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so this is where you could literally say it's going to drop or not more. We don't know. Like this is the where it dropped to. Okay, and then it went back up to here. Okay, wait, it dropped to here, right? And now it's a little bit up here. So this might just drop some more, is what I'm saying. But it doesn't look like it. I'm just going to probably get out here. So the thing is, you notice that with the MNQ, you're risking so much less. It gives you time to run the trade, okay? So this is dropping more, but it's still staying at 650. And then when you run the NQ, you better be on the edge of your seat, okay? To just get out, because as soon as it goes the wrong way on you, you are losing your account, and it's going to take hours and hours to get back up to it. Okay, I'm going to get out. 250. So it looks like it's recovering. It's going to go back up through. I just bought. Okay, and the reason why I just bought was because it proved that there was a big up move. Okay, so here I'm going to just get out again. So all of these, as long as you're up $3, you definitely are in the green with just one, because it costs $1 to get in, and it costs $1 round trip. So here, when it says 3, you're making 2. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, can I bring a chair with you? All right, so we're going to go to a parade coming up here, and I'm going to get off. And, for me, at least, I'm grateful that we had a great day. And I'm hoping that you guys have been having a great day, too. So this was just a smooth, easy start to the day. The volatility, because it's Memorial Day, was pretty low, relatively speaking. And so here, the desire is that, you always have this easygoing feeling when you're trading, at least for me it is. And if I can have that easygoing feeling, okay, I'm going to get out there. Okay, so when you see that 3, when you look up here and you see this here, $41.50. This went up, I believe, about $1, let's call it. So we sold it at $3, let's just say. The cost was $1, and then we profited by $2 after cost. So you always got to keep that in mind, the commission cost. All right, so we're calling it a day. It's been a joy, and we're going to talk with y'all later. Catch you tomorrow. And hopefully one just trades with ease and grace most days. You see me crazy sometimes, right? All right. Hey, if you didn't get to subscribe yet, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see where we go, from here. We're planning on building the Discord channel up, and you'll be able to participate more at that point. All right, talk